Hi again. I got cut off on the last video, so I'll just jump right into where I was before. Um, we have a handout for you, and it looks like this. I'm getting some new equipment, curbside pickup. When Memory Express phones me, I'm going to have a nice whiteboard to draw on, but in the meantime, I've got this baby here, this old-fashioned piece of paper, and it's called single line graphing. And I'm going to just turn over the page here, and I want you to try to describe for me what is happening in that line. Notice that graph has a title. It's air temperature in April. There are numbers on the side. Whoops, I'm mirrored here. There's numbers on the side, and there's numbers on the bottom. I can't get my directions straight. There's numbers on the bottom. And describe the line for me. Well, you see that the line starts where the number 1 is on the bottom, and then it goes up slightly. And then at the number 8, it jumps up. It goes to the top, and then at the number 15, it goes down until it gets to the number 22, and then it goes up again until it hits the number 29. So what does that tell me? That tells me that in April, the weather was, let's see, where was the weather? It was on the 1st of April, the temperature was 8 degrees. And then a week later, the temperature was 10 degrees. Another week later, it went up to 16, which is a reasonably nice spring day. And then it went down again. And then it went up again. And so this tells us a story of the weather and the temperature in particular. And I know that that wasn't a great view that you have, but you should all have a copy of that handout anyway. So, and if you don't, you can go pick one up at the school. So what we have to learn are what the coordinates mean. So here we have, I've made one up. It just goes on this vertical. Vertical means up and down. That is called the y-axis. Can you see that? Yep, that is called the y-axis. This one over here is called the x-axis. And they meet, or actually they start together in the same place at this point right there. And I'm going to call this special point the origin. O-R-I-G-I-N. For example, I need to know where my starting point is. I need to get grounded. Where am I anyway? And if you say I live 4 miles or 4 kilometers, I don't have a clue what you mean. But if you say I live 4 kilometers from school, then I know what you mean. Okay, so you could live 4 kilometers from the American border for all I know. I have no idea. I need to relate to something. So I want to show you how to plot points on here. Before we can draw any lines, we have to learn how to plot points. So watch this. I'm going to go somewhere in here, and I'm going to describe where I've gone with a dot. And the reds seem to be coming out a little bit better. So I'm going to go up here, and I'm going to go at the 6, and I'm going to go up to the 2. Okay, and I'm going to call that the point A. That dot is, I'm calling it the point A. Now, where is that dot? Well, what can I say? Well, on the horizontal axis, it matches up with the 6. And how high do I go? Oh, I match up with the 2. So watch this. I'll just draw a dotted line for now. Whoa, that is crooked. But you can see what I mean. So this A, point A, where is it? Well, it has a 6 in it, and it has a 2 in it. And so we need to make some rules as to how to say it. It's going to be called the 0.62. And this is how we write it. We use a bracket. We say 6 first, 2 second, and close the bracket. So what is the rule here? The rule is we say the horizontal number first, or the x coordinate first for a nice big word. And then the next one we do is the y coordinate, so the vertical coordinate. And so the 0.62 is in a special spot. So the biggest mistake people do is they mix these two up. So what are we going to do here? What rule are we going to make? We're going to say that it's the x first. There's the x component, then the y. And you know that x and y, they follow one another like that. Okay, so I'll come back in a few minutes and we'll take this a step farther. And I'll look at my stop sign and say goodbye.